are in a listen-only mode. Later, you will have the opportunity to ask questions during the question and answer session. You may register to ask a question at any time by pressing the star and 1 on your touch-tone phone. Please note this call may be recorded, and it is now my pleasure to turn the call over to Evan Korn. Please go ahead.
Hey, welcome everyone to the international conference call featuring Tyson Fury, the lineal heavyweight champion of the world, who takes on undefeated WBC world champion and feared KO artist Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder, Saturday, February 22nd.
Make sure y'all get the likes up.
By Fox Sports pay-per-view and ESPN.
Smash the like button.
Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. You can check your local cable listings to order, or order the fight directly on the Fox Sports app or ESPN Plus app. The pay-per-view broadcast will begin at 9 p.m. Eastern Time sharp. So before we kick things over to Tyson Fury, I'd like to introduce the chairman and founder of Top Rank, Mr. Bob Arum, for his opening statement.
Smash the like button.
Hey, thank you very much, Evan. Well, we're a little over a week away from the biggest heavyweight championship match in decades. We can't wait for fight night. The response from everybody, from cable systems, satellite providers, digital platforms, have been enormous. I want to thank especially ESPN and Fox for the magnificent way they have both stepped up to the plate to help us promote this fight. I want to also take this opportunity to thank my friends at BBC who have worked so well with my staff at Top Rank to make this such a great event. And, of course, giving kudos to the two fighters who have been amazing in the comments they have made about the fight to the press, respecting each other's ability, but confident in the fact that each of them believe that they will win. And I'm particularly impressed and very thankful for Tyson Fury, who has shown the world how you, as a participant, promote a big event like this heavyweight championship match. Tyson has done a marvelous job communicating to the press, and having watched him in the gym, sparring, I'm telling everybody that he's on the top of the game, and you're going to see a masterful performance from Tyson on February 22nd. Thanks, Evan.
Thank you very much, Bob. And now we will kick things over to Tyson Fury for his opening statement. Tyson?
First of all, God bless you, Bob Arum, for that intro, excellent intro. I've been training very, very hard for the last 8 weeks in Las Vegas. I was training 4 or 5 weeks before that back in the UK. I've never, ever been as focused or as ready for one fight as I am for this fight. I have pulled out all the stops that anyone could ever pull out for a training camp. I've not left anything unturned. Every box has been ticked. We are going to see the best Tyson Fury that Tyson Fury can be. The last time, I only had a couple of fights back, 6 months activity after 3 years out the ring. This time, I've had well over a year of activity. I'm coming off five victories back to back. I've just come off a good 12-round contest back in the end of last year. I'm match fit. I'm ready. I'm confident. Sparring's been going well. I'm injury-free. No excuses my end. I'm ready for a war, 1 round or 12.
Thank you, Tyson. And shortly we are going to kick things over to the press. You can ask questions for either Tyson or Bob. Thank you.
At this time, if you would like to ask a question, please press star and 1 on your touch-tone phone.
I'm glad Tyson
if you find
said
that your
that.
question has been asked, you may remove yourself with the pound key. Our first question comes from Dan Raphael from ESPN. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Tyson, good to talk to you today. My first question for you, Tyson, is Given that you have 12 rounds of experience against Deontay Wilder in your first fight from a couple years ago, I wonder, what do you think the biggest adjustment is that you need to make in this particular matchup, knowing that you already went 12 rounds with the guy before and you've seen what he has?
The biggest mistake I made last time was not making him pay when he was hurt. I didn't know what I had in the tank last time. I'd never been 12 rounds in a long time. This time I know I can do the distance, and when I get him hurt, I'll throw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and he won't know what's him.
What do you think also in that fight the first time around that you learned most about him that you think you can exploit in the rematch?
I learned that he can be hit and he can be hurt quite regular. That's the biggest thing that I learned about Deontay Wilder. Nothing I didn't already know. Before I fought him, obviously, I didn't know what he was like in a boxing ring. And after I fought him, I know what he's like now. And I said there's nothing to worry about. He's got a big right hand, and that's it. He's a one-dimensional fighter, and I'm going to prove that on the 22nd of February.
So, Tyson, do you think you going into this matchup have more confidence because you went to 12 rounds? A lot of people thought you won. You outboxed him for a long stretch. You survived the knockdown. Or is there a concern because you did get knocked down twice, particularly hard in the 12th round? Like, which one is it?
No, there's no stress to me going into the fight. I've been 12 rounds of him, outboxed him quite comfortable, took his best shots, got up, fired back into him. The one who should be concerned is Deontay Wilder, because with him being a one-trick pony, he's a knockout artist, but he had me down twice in 2 rounds, 9 and 12, and he had over 2 minutes in each round to finish me, and he couldn't finish me. It was like that Mortal Kombat. They said, finish him! But he couldn't finish him. So, yeah, he's the one who should be concerned. He's landed the 2 best punches that any heavyweight in the world could ever land on somebody else. And the Gypsy King rose like a phoenix from the ashes, back to me feet, and hurt him in the end of the round. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult for Wilder, not me. This is heavyweight boxing. I've been hit, I've been hurt, I've been put down in my career. But it's not when we get put down. It's what happens when we get back up and keep moving forward.
And our next question comes from Keith Eidig from Boxingscene.com. Please go ahead.
Tyson, on a conference call a couple of days ago, Deontay Wilder's trainer said that he felt that Deontay Wilder's boxing ability and his ring IQ was underrated. I was just wondering how you would assess his, being the skillful boxer that you are, would assess his boxing ability and his ring IQ.
See how they kiss ass?
He's got a lot of experience. He's got over 40 professional contests. What he doesn't know about boxing now at 34 years old, he's not gonna know it. I thought his boxing IQ was okay. It wasn't up there with the likes of someone like Vladimir Klitschko, but he was decent. He's always looking dangerous. He always looks imposing and dangerous. So you can never write somebody off like that. That's for sure.
At least I like
Tyson, there's been a lot of talk since you fought him, and he's had 2 big knockouts and everything, that he's arguably the biggest puncher in boxing history. Even Bob himself has said maybe that's true. I was just wondering, having felt his power, what you think of it, and how it maybe compares to Klitschko and other people that you fought.
I felt the power. Ain't so bad. He can't be the biggest puncher in history because he couldn't knock the Gypsy King out, could he? I took his best shot, pushed on the chin and got back up. He punches hard, but, I've never been hit by the likes of someone like Ernie Shavers. I didn't get hit by George Foreman. I didn't get hit by Rocky Marciano or any of those top guys. I didn't get hit by them, so I can't comment. So to say he's the biggest puncher in history, I'm not really sure because I didn't get hit by all the guys in history. But, I don't think he punches harder than Vladimir Klitschko. Vladimir has a massive knockout punch, a lot more fights than Wilder as well, 65 contests. Make no mistake, all heavyweights punch hard, and they can all knock anybody out. Wilder, I don't think it's so much his power, it's the speed it lands, which is it can be tricky when you don't see it coming. But then again, even a guy who's got no knockout ratio, if he hits you and you don't see it coming, then he's going to put you down. But actually feeling punches in fights, I'm not familiar with it because I don't feel any punches when I'm in the ring because the adrenaline's flying high, and you're in a fight, you don't feel the punches ever.
And our next question
I don't
comes
agree
from
with that.
Ryan
We'll talk
Campbell
about it.
from CBS Sports. Please go ahead.
Smash the like button.
Thanks so much. Tyson, when you said in both press conferences that you're training for the knockout, you're predicting a second-round knockout, the reaction of most people have been that you're planting a mind trick or trying to sort of hide your strategy. How would you address the doubters who don't believe that this is your intention?
Well, we won't have to wait long to find out, will we? 10 days for that. 9 days. 13th today, sorry. 9 days and we're there. So it's not very long to see if I'm bluffing or I'm telling the truth. You know, this is boxing. Many people have said many things in the past. But we'll see if I'm man enough to back it up, eh?
If this is your intention, how much did the judging in the first fight against Wilder, play in you wanting to alter your strategy like this?
It played a massive role because it's made me uncomfortable. It's made me do things I didn't want to do. But, you know, when we're taken out of our comfort zone and pressed, then we become better. So it was almost like a blessing in disguise that I didn't get the decision because I would have kept working on my boxing. Just box. I believe I can outbox Deontay Wilder very, very comfortable. But the fact of the matter is, I believed I outboxed him comfortable last time, but it's no good me believing it. The judges have to believe it. And to guarantee a victory, I've got to get a knockout because, I don't want to leave anything unturned this time. I don't want another controversial decision. I don't want people to say, oh, well, he won, no, he won, whatever. I want it to be a defining win either way.
Either way?
The boxing side of it, one judge had it 114, 112 or something, 113, and then one judge had it like 117, 110, 116, 110. So I'm not sure what fight that judge was watching, but, I'm not a judge. These guys see what they see. That's their personal opinion. That's what they get paid to do. So, yeah. But in order to guarantee a victory, I think you've got to take it out of anybody's hands. My own destiny lies within my own two fists.
Tyson, given the terms of the contract and the potential for a third fight with the loser having the option from what we've heard publicly, are you preparing your mind that you're going to fight Wilder twice this year no matter what happens?
One fight at a time. I'm only 9 days from the biggest fight in my life, so I'm not looking past that. Not looking at any other fights. Not one other fight in the world matters at the moment. I only concentrate on one fight at a time. Let's get through this one, then we'll talk business about more fights.
And our next question comes from Michael Woods from New York Fights. Please go ahead.
Y'all got to get them likes up.
Hello, Gypsy King. Hello, Bob Arum. Question for Tyson Fury. Tyson, you have said that this time we're not going to see the quote-unquote herky-jerky style, and you're going to be more offensive and really looking to take it to Deontay Wilder. I do wonder, have you done things in camp, tweaked anything so you will be showing more power? Are you turning your hips more, punching through the target? What are you doing at camp so this strategy will work on February 22nd?
Well, if I told you that, I'd give me full game plan away, wouldn't I?
Yeah, I don't want the full game plan. Maybe just 10%.
Well, let's just say I've been sitting down in the pocket and letting them fly very aggressively and a high volume of them. Let's just say that.
All right, that'll be a fan-friendly fight then, not much more. Tyson, in the first one, you were down a couple times. I am curious, do you worry about your chin? Do you work on anything to make your chin that much more impregnable, or do you just say, no,
yes.
I have confidence in my chin. I know it can hold up.
I have got confidence in my chin, but I've been doing a lot of pussy licking to strengthen my jaw up. So, yeah, I've been strengthening the old jaw up as well.
All right, good stuff. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Our next question comes from Stephen Muehlhausen from Sporting News.
Y'all got to get
Please
the
go
likes
ahead.
up.
Thank you, Bob and Tyson, for the time today. And Tyson, just want to, you go back to what Brian said real quickly, and you said this fight is the biggest fight of your life. What makes this fight bigger than the fight you had with Vladimir Klitschko?
This fight's the biggest fight of my life up to now. Vladimir Klitschko is in the past, it's history, and this fight's active and current. So every fight that I have going forward is the biggest fight of my life.
you brought in recently Jacob Stickster to be your cut man. What was the decision behind bringing Stitch in?
The decision was I got a big cut in my last fight, 47 stitches across the top of the eye, inside and out. And I need someone who's the best at what they do. And Stitch seems to be the best at what he does. So, yeah, we're not cutting any corners, that's for sure.
Is it a decision? Do you wish you would have brought him in before the fight with Otto, or was it just you had a guy, you were set on him, and you wanted to see what would happen?
No, I don't think it makes a difference, who was in the corner. Unless there was a miracle worker in the corner who was good at touching cuts and making them not happen, then, yeah, it doesn't matter who's in the corner on that night. You're still going to get a cut either way.
And once again, that is star and one to join the question queue. Our next question comes from Jeremy Herridges from fansided.com. Please go ahead.
Hey, Tyson, thank you for taking the time to talk with us today. Obviously, going in the ring with Deontay, it was a dramatic fight. Would you call that the toughest fight of your career, or would you say that you've been tested more than that one fight?
I wouldn't say that was the toughest fight. I'd say that was one of my easiest fights, to be fair. Other than the two knockdowns, it was a pretty one-sided fight. I've had much difficult fights than that before, much more harder than that. Deontay Wilder's not my toughest opponent, that's for sure. My toughest opponent in my full career was Steve Cunningham. He was a former cruiserweight champion. I fought him in about 2013 in New York, Madison Square Garden, and that was the toughest fight I ever had.
And our next question comes from Tony Page from New York Daily News. Please go ahead.
Hey, Tyson. Tyson, what's going on?
What's going on, sir?
Real quick question just have one question for you. You say you're going to knock out Deontay Wilder. You didn't do it in the first fight. Do you see something, or do you see a weakness in his game that will make you exploit it and knock him out?
It's not about what Deontay Wilder does. It's about what I do. I don't think about the opponent. The opponent means nothing to me. I've got to concentrate on what I do, not what he does. It's all about what I do on the night, not about what he does, which gets a knockout.
Thank you.
And our next question comes from Sean Gross from Boxing Insider. Please go ahead.
Hi, champ. Thanks for taking the time out to talk to all of us. I just have one simple question. When you realized that you needed to be more aggressive this time around to get a guaranteed win, was that what led you to training with Sugar Hill Stewart more than perhaps another trainer that might be more defensive-minded?
Yeah, I had a good defensive coach with Ben Davison. We worked on a lot of defense every single day for 2 years. It was defense. So I needed an aggressive trainer. I worked with Sugar Hill in the past. I knew he was a good guy. I knew we got on well, which is very important. Communication is the key to any good relationship. And that's why I brought him in. And it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made, ever.
Great. Thank you so much, and all the best.
No problem.
Smash the like button. We got to get past 100 in this stream.
Our next question comes from Carlos Toro from
Y'all not finna use me for free.
Please go ahead.
Thanks so much. Thanks, Tyson, for taking time to talk to us. Earlier in the call, you talked about the readiness, in this fight compared to the first fight. Obviously, you had the very tough fight against Otto Wallin. Do you believe that fight maybe perhaps prepared you for you to have to go into deep waters against Deontay Wilder this time around, compared to your first two fights coming back right before the first fight against Deontay?
For sure. Going the distance in good fights really does sharpen up your match fitness. I was happy that the last fight was a tough fight and it wasn't just a blowover, because it prepares me more for the Deontay Wilder Battle Royale. We both had two quick knockouts in the first two fights we had. He knocked out Dominic Brazil in the round. I knocked out Tom Schwartz in 2 rounds. And then in the second fight, I got a good 12 rounds in, and he got a good 7 rounds in. So we're both coming into this fight with match fit, both coming very active into this next fight.
All right, thanks, Tyson. Best of luck. It's February 22nd.
Thank you.
And our next question comes from Keith Eidick from BoxingScene.com. Please go ahead.
Tyson, you mentioned a few minutes ago that the Steve Cunningham fight was the toughest of your career. I know you were down in that fight. Can you elaborate on what made that fight the toughest for you?
At that time in my life, I'd never fought anybody like Steve Cunningham. He won the IBF title, like, and defended it, and maybe 7 times or something like that. He was unified champion, and it was my first step up, like, onto anybody with that type of ability. And he was slick, and he was hard to hit. He was very awkward, and he was a very good boxer. So that was the toughest fight in my life.
Going into that fight, Steve was a smaller heavyweight. Did you underestimate him maybe going into that fight?
No, I never underestimated him. He was 6'3", 210 pounds. He was probably taller than Evander Holyfield and bigger as well. So, we say small heavyweights, but they're really big heavyweights. But today, the heavyweights have gone supersized. So, yeah, he was a tough opponent. I didn't underestimate him. He was a very good guy, very good boxer.
I just have one other question for you, Tyson. How much did it help? Changing trainers is never easy, but how much did it help, though, that you knew Javon Stewart and didn't have to get to know a new trainer entirely?
It was very helpful. We knew each other from the past, and it was helpful because we just gelled straight away. There was no getting used to each other and all that. We just went straight to work in an old-fashioned type manner.
Would you have changed to a trainer that you weren't familiar with, or would you not have done that?
Who cares?
I wouldn't have done it, no.
Okay.
Because we only had 8 weeks to prepare for the fight, and it takes a few weeks to get used to a new trainer and to gel on the personalities. You never know what you're getting with new trainers and all that, but the fact that we worked together in the past, we knew each other, we kept in touch, we spoke to each other over the years, it was really helpful. We just got straight down to work.
Thanks, Tyson.
Thank you.
And our next question comes from Hans Themisko from Round by Round. Please go ahead.
Hey, is Bob still on the line?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
Bob. So my question is for you. I know Tyson said that he wanted to, go for the knockout, but, there's been several occasions where you've come out and said that Tyson is one of the best pure boxers you've ever seen. So does it kind of concern you when he comes out with a game plan like that, wanting to knock out Wilder, but, that kind of plays into his hands when you can pretty much outbox him for the full 12 rounds?
Well, I have confidence in Tyson because, there are guys who say they're going to knock out their opponent, and it's like a baseball player getting up to the plate and trying to hit a home run. When anybody who knows baseball will say that the guy who looks to make contact has a better chance to hit a home run than the guy that's swinging from his heels. So Tyson is a great boxer, but he has the determination to knock out Wilder, and he knows that he's not going to force it, and the knockout will come. And that unlike the first fight, when he gets Wilder into trouble, and Wilder was in trouble at a couple of times in that fight, he's not going to let him off the hook. He's going to go for the knockout.
Gotcha. And just my last question is for Tyson. You've done just about everything. Well, for the most part, just about everything in the heavyweight division. Lineal champ. You've had just about every belt. You've fought a lot of great fighters. The one thing I don't believe you've gotten yet is the WBC belt, because the Klitschko had it. Klitschko didn't have it at the time that you fought him. So, I know you've kind of made it. You've kind of let it be known that nothing really gets you going so much, because it's just like, hey, I already had that belt, I already did this, I already did that. So when it comes to the WBC belt, do you kind of look at that like, okay, this is something that I really want? I know you really want to beat Wilder. When you look at the belt itself, you're just like, hey, that's the one thing I didn't achieve yet.
I always like challenges. The WBC is the one that's escaped me over the years, for whatever reasons. I never got my hands on it yet. And it will be finish off my collection of all the belts that there is to offer out there, and that would be every single one of them. So yeah, it would be nice to finish the collection off for sure.
Gotcha. Thank you. Appreciate it, and good luck, man.
Good luck. Good luck.
He said good luck to the dude.
Our next question comes from
Why
Dan
did Fury say
Rafael
good
from
luck to
ESPN. Please go ahead.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much. Hello, Tyson. I just had a follow-up question for you. You have the big win against Vladimir Klitschko on your record. You've got some other good wins, Chisora, whatnot. A lot of people thought you won the first fight with Deontay. If you win this second fight, what do you think this does for the legacy of Tyson Fury, particularly because you have said that you don't have very many more fights left after this?
Yeah, I'm not really too concerned about the legacy. I've done what I've done. And when I'm finished with boxing, I don't care about the legacy at all. But the fact of the matter is I care about being active and I care about what's happening now. So, yeah, I think the Wilder fight cements me. Winning this fight cements me as the best of my era. No more to prove. Everyone else has been defeated. And there was only me and Deontay Wilder left who were unbeaten after 12 years as professionals. It's all on the line for this fight. I think it's a massive must for me. It's a massive must to win.
But you really, I mean, I rarely do I hear boxers say that they literally don't care about their legacy. I have to believe that after your long career that you don't have some part of you that wants to be remembered in a really positive way for everything you've accomplished.
You know, I'm not really concerned about what happens when I'm gone. You know, when I'm gone means I'm retired, and when I'm retired means I'm on to other things. And that'll be another chapter of my life. So, you know, we can only take one chapter of our lives at a time. And I'm just enjoying and living in the moment right now. I'm living my dream, my childhood dream, my young adult dream, and my midlife dreams. And like I say, I really don't care about legacy, and that's the fact of the matter. Because what somebody thinks of me when I'm finished is really unimportant, because it's all sticks and stones, whether it's good or bad. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, and there'll be somebody else to replace me, just like everybody else, every other champion in history. Other young guys have come along and took that place, and that's how the food chain works.
Fair enough. I'd like to ask Bob that question also. Bob, you still there?
Yes, yeah, I'm here.
So you heard Tyson, I think, say that with the victory against Wilder on February 22nd, that he doesn't care about what people would say about it in terms of his legacy. But you've been around for a long time, seen a lot of great heavyweights. What do you think Tyson Fury's legacy would be with this victory?
Well, I think that everybody would have to recognize him as one of the great heavyweight champions of all time. I mean, it seems to me, and I've been through in my years in boxing, heavyweight champions that go back before most of you writers were born. I mean, starting with Ali and Joe Frazier and Foreman and Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield and Lennox Lewis and Joshua and Wilder. And when Tyson does what I expect him to do on February 22nd, he definitely will belong with those immortals.
All right, very good. Thank you for that, Bob. Thank you, Tyson. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Our next question comes from Michael Woods from New York Fights. Please go ahead.
Follow-up question for the Gypsy King. Tyson, you said that you don't really so much care what the other guy brings to the table. It's what you're able to do. But I feel like Wilder, to me, seems as confident as he's ever been. I wonder, do you assess him the same way, or no, his mindset really doesn't matter to you?
Yeah, his mindset is none of my concern. Every fighter I've ever fought has been confident they're going to win. Because if they wasn't, they'd be in the wrong game. That's for sure. As performing athletes, as champions, you always believe you're going to win. But it hasn't affected me so far in my career that every other opponent I've ever fought thought he was going to win, and they didn't. It doesn't matter what the opponent's mindset is. It's about what mindset I've got going into the ring and what game plan I execute in there. And that's all it comes down to. Wilder can be the best Wilder he ever wants to be. But if my mindset's totally concrete on winning, then I'm going to win, for sure. And it's how much you want it. And I believe I want this more than Deontay Wilder does. Deontay Wilder wants to be a famous guy. He wants to be an actor. He wants to be on TV. He's into all that lifestyle and all that. He's just what I'd call a social climber. He wants to be something he's not. Me, I don't care for all of that stuff. I don't care about being famous. I don't care about being somebody wants to shake my hand or be on TV. None of that stuff means anything to me. The only thing that means something to me is winning these fights. That's it, period. And when the boxing's over, that's it for me. There's no more fame. There's no more money. Because I won't be taking any more steps to be an actor or to be a singer or to be something like that. Because it doesn't interest me. I'm a purebred fighting man. through and through. And when it's over, it's over. That's it. Nothing else matters to me.
Fair enough. You've spoken how you see your legacy. It makes sense. I am wondering, though, about the present. You win this fight, and do you think the case could be made that really you win this, that you deserve to be maybe regarded as the best pound-for-pound boxer on the planet?
Well, I'm not sure about all that pound-for-pound stuff. I'm not too sure how it works. I think it's like fantasy baseball, isn't it, where everyone just has an opinion on who they think's the best or whatever. The pound-for-pound stuff, I've never really been able to follow it, because it's like saying if an eagle had feet, it'd be able to run faster than an ostrich. Or, you know, if a cow could fly, could it fly faster than an aeroplane? It's just people's opinion, like randomly making up stuff. But I'm not sure about how that works. But, you know, the one thing I do know is when I beat Deontay Wilder, I'll be the best heavyweight of my era, standing alone.
Very good stuff. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Smash the like button.
Question comes from James Bell from The Boxing Source. Please go ahead.
All right, this question is for Tyson Fury. One of the things that is a topic going into this particular fight is your weight and how comfortable you are coming into this fight in comparison to your first fight. How do you feel with your current weight going into this fight that's coming up in 9 days?
Yeah, I feel comfortable with the weight. I'm already there where I want to be. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm not trying to put weight on. I'm a giant heavyweight, eating clean, eating well. And whatever weight to weigh in on the night is really unimportant. You know, you've seen heavyweights come in at 200 pounds. You've seen them come in at 300 pounds. The heavyweight division has no limit. So it's one of those things.
Now, years ago, Emmanuel Stewart talked about you and Deontay Wilder being two of the top heavyweights coming up to this particular point. With you now training with Sugar Hill Stewart, what does this mean to you to pretty much come almost full circle from that particular point years ago with Emmanuel Stewart to now?
Fantastic, isn't it? You know, it's very fitting that 12 years ago, 10 years ago, Emmanuel called all this, and it's come back to reality. And Sugar Hill's training me, his nephew, so it's great that I'm actually having these big fights and having the influence of the Kronk Gym and Emmanuel Stewart in the corner.
And our next question comes from Don Hewitt from Boxing TV. Please go ahead.
Hi, Tyson. I'm probably one of the few English people to speak with you today. I know everybody's excited back home. Looking at the interview with John Fury and David Haye, John Fury said that we saw the best of Deontay Wilder. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think we've seen the best of Deontay Wilder. He's 34 years old. I don't think you get better after 34, do you? That's for sure. I think you hit a point in your career, and that's called the prime of your career, the pinnacle. And then after that pinnacle, you slide down, and that's what happens. History tells that story. So Deontay Wilder's at the pinnacle of his career. The only place he can go now, he can either extend that pinnacle or he can slide down. So yeah, he's not going to get any better. He's at his best.
Absolutely. And talking from a different perspective, especially here in the UK, you're known as a real advocate of mental health, and for all these people, you know, getting up off the ground in the 12th round of the last fight, you really showed that true bravery, that true gypsy fighting spirit. What have you got to say to all the people out there in the UK and all around the world who are struggling with mental health?
The best message I can give is you can do it. It's never over until it's over. Seek medical advice immediately. And communication is key to everything. You know, if you don't talk about things, you're never going to get things right. Things will never come back to how they were unless you talk about them. Bottling mental health is one of the worstest things that anybody can do. I've been there, I've done it all myself, and you know, I hid it away from a lot of people for a long time, and I exploded. And that's what happens. But if you want to get well again, you've got to seek medical advice and get a routine going in your life. You know, set short-term goals, targets, and achieve them. And that's what I did. I used training as my medicine, and I used living a healthy lifestyle as a medicine too.
Brilliant. Thanks, Tyson. Final question. This is coming from Matt and Alex, one of our followers. What can us Brits expect from you? What can we expect from you in this fight?
You can expect to see the WBC champion returning home on the 24th of February.
And I would like to go ahead and turn it back to Tyson for any closing remarks.
Just want to say thank you for everyone taking the time today to interview me and get some questions in. I believe we went through quite a few stuff there and answered as much as I could. Big shout out to Bob Arum for being on the line, taking time out of his busy schedule. And don't forget to tune in on ESPN Plus and Fox Pay-Per-View and BT Sport, February 22nd. Be the most entertaining fight of the last 20 years. Be there or be square. Peace out.
He said peace out.
This does conclude today's program. Thank you for your participation. You may disconnect at any time.
Well, that was fun. Pistol on my side, you don't want to hear that thing talk. Yeah. Okay. We unpack coming to you live out this motherfucker. Smash the like button. Listen. I'm not trying to be a dick, but y'all gotta smash the like button. When we have this many people in here, y'all gotta get these likes up. If not, we gonna just do it members only. And if you ain't a member, then you left out. We're gonna do stuff like that. Cause I gotta start taking care of I'm trying to, spread the word and make sure everyone gets the content. Not everyone can swing the membership, or people hating don't want to. But if you want to, you gotta, I'm just gonna start doing members only stuff. Because doing stuff like that, like before, I don't know. I don't even have to do conference calls. You see what I'm saying? Because I just sit in place for 30 minutes to an hour listening to some of these stupid ass questions and shit. You know what I mean? I'm an active person. I got energy. So if I have to stop, this stagnates what I could accomplish. So you guys, especially on like live streams, conference calls, y'all gotta make it worth it. Otherwise, I'm gonna stop doing it. Because I don't have to do this. I don't have to do conference calls. It really keeps me locked into one spot where I can't move, and all these stream stuff. So if you like it, then show that, show that engagement. Because if you don't, then I'm on my 2020 Mamba mentality vision. So if it don't look like we're getting the engagement we need, then I'm gonna discard it, or just try it out and see if my members, like it, and if they show love. And if not, then I'm gonna get rid of it. So whatever you guys like, or whatever, make sure you let it be known then, like Snoop said. Because if you don't, then I'm gonna start discarding stuff. This is also how I model my business. You know what I mean? I gotta see what's a hit and what's working and what's not. So if the conference calls are too boring, or you don't like them, or whatever, then we just get rid of them. I don't need, I don't have to do that. But anyway, the ego final thoughts, the conference call. For one, Wilder's call was better to me. I felt like Wilder's energy, his answers. Tyson Fury's supposed to be the master showman, but I had more fun on Wilder's conference call. He wasn't as serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was serious in moments, but he was making some jokes. Wilder sounded very calm. Tyson Fury, listen, I've said the same thing. Cool dude, good fighter, but I can't. He says too many contradictions. The UK double talk is like out of this world. What I mean by double talk is like contradictions, double standards, saying this and then changing it. So anybody that does that, to me, that's kind of a sign of deception, or it's a red flag for potential deception. So I can't rock with that. For example, Tyson Fury just said Wilder, he said a lot. I should have really took notes. I really should have. Smash the like button. I should have took notes. But okay, for example, he said that Wilder, he ain't really in it to be a fighter. He likes the celebrity of it all. He wants to be on reality shows. He wants to act. He don't, he's not in it. All I care about is boxing and me family, So he's making it like he's just this, master pugilist, and Wilder is so concerned with everything else. But this is the same dude that said he wants to go to MMA. This is the same guy that actually went to the WWE, SummerSlam, and all this bullshit. This is the same guy that is late 20, early 30, writing autobiographies saying, hey, get me book, and trying to capitalize on the mental health struggle, overcoming that. So how is Wilder the one that, wants to be in the limelight, and you don't care about none of that, but you the one that went to WWE and said, and he literally, there's a quote from Tyson Fury. He says, I had my career in WWE. They wanted me because Wilder's a boring bum or something. He said something like, I'm more entertaining, so the WWE wanted me. So little stuff like that don't make sense to me. He was asked about his father's comments on that round table where he says, is Wilder, can he get better? And he says, no, I agree with my dad. Wilder can't get better. I mean, I disagree with all of them. We're going to see next week. But I disagree. It's first of all, the thing is, it's not a really people. I think people are going to be in for a shock if you think Tyson Fury is going to just dominate or whatever. I think you're in for a shock, because I don't think it's even so much about Wilder getting better. Like we're not, nobody who's picking Wilder that I've seen is asking Deontay Wilder to be something he's not. Like, so it's not even about getting better, even though he is getting better. Yeah, for sure. He's getting better fight by fight. But it's really just is bringing out stuff that we know he can do and just making it all add up and accumulate and showing it off in one fight, in this particular fight. So it's not really about like I don't know. It's not about like improve. No one's see. Listen what I'm saying, people. We're asking Tyson Fury, or the people who are allegedly saying this shit, they're asking Tyson Fury to almost be someone he's not. They're saying he's gonna knock out Wilder in 2 rounds. So you're asking a guy who historically hasn't been the biggest puncher at the elite level, a guy who didn't drop Klitschko, he didn't drop Otto Wallin. Otto Wallin was inexperienced. He dropped Tom Schwartz, but he made him take a knee. The stoppage, the guy was just shelled up, not throwing anything, standing up. And we're asking him to be this knockout artist to knock out Wilder. You see what I'm saying? So to me, from what I've seen from the two, that's more of a big ask than asking Wilder to use your jab, take your time, let the power shots go, but let them come to you. Don't force it. Don't telegraph. Do you see what I'm saying? Because he said something. Tyson Fury was saying some stuff I don't agree with. He said he's gonna strengthen his chin. How you do that? He said I'll be working on me jaw and doing things. What could you do? If that was the case, Amir Khan would have been done this. Whatever the fuck you game plan is to strengthen me chin, then why didn't Amir Khan do that? He would be a force if he had the strongest chin in the world. So I don't even understand what he was saying when he said stuff like that. I'm going to strengthen me chin. How do you do that? That's hereditary. That's like you just blessed with a chin. Like Holyfield got a chin. David Tua got a chin. He didn't do nothing. It's not like you go to a tetherball pole and hit the tetherball with your chin and now your jaw is strengthened or some shit. You see what I'm saying? So he just said a lot that I personally don't agree with. Like, I don't see how you strengthen me jaw and all that. And to me, he bled out a lot of I like Wilder's attitude more, because again, Wilder is not sounding unrealistic. Tyson Fury he sounds like if you went to a car lot, I would buy a car from Wilder, because what Wilder is saying, he's being realistic of the car. You know what I'm saying? So if he's telling you a car and he's like, yeah, get this new Honda Accord, and you're like, oh, what type of speed does it, does it have a Hemi engine? And he's like, man, this is just as good as a Hemi engine. he's selling you a dream. You know, if Tyson Fury's the dude who the Honda Accord could have a good motor, a good engine, but don't say it's a Hemi engine, because that, you know, that's you doing too much. You feel what I'm saying? You're doing too much. So the person who is a straight shooter and at the dealership, I would go with buying a car from Wilder, because he's at least being realistic. Wilder isn't saying, oh, I had a flawless game plan. He really isn't. He's not saying that, oh, everything I did was perfect. Tyson Fury doesn't sound realistic to me. He said, oh, the world knows I beat him 10 rounds to 2. I beat him thoroughly and outboxed him thoroughly. But he was standing back, and he said something like, I'm going to hurt him. And when I hurt him, I'm going to finish him. He was hurt multiple times. When was that? I didn't see Wilder hurt multiple times, like badly hurt or anything. He looked tired more than anything from missing. So, I can't rock with that, because I don't even know what you're talking about. When was Wilder hurt multiple times? Wilder ate all the shots that Tyson Fury showed. He didn't buckle and, oh shit. Like, when was Wilder hurt multiple times? Give me multiple rounds so I could go back and watch those rounds. You know, it just don't, to me, it don't sound believable. See, and the great thing about Wilder is everything he's saying, man, the money keep coming in. Shout out to Buddy Lee Sr. Make sure you guys give the clap emojis. I told you, I'm taking over the game. We take it over the whole globe. You see that Army Green filling out more and more. Army fatigued out. We Army fatigued out. Eagles Army. Get with it or get lost. 2020. I promise you, I got the vision. I got the vision for this. But anyway, I didn't see Wilder staggered or buzzed multiple times and hurt multiple times. Wilder, so to me, what Wilder is saying sounds more realistic. He and the great thing about it is Wilder has lethal threatening power, right? Lethal threatening power. So him saying whatever, he could say whatever he wants, and it sounds more realistic because we know his power is through the roof. You see what I'm saying? So if Wilder said, oh my God, I want to see his neck go like that and that from 2 punches, we know Wilder's capable of producing that. You see what I'm saying? So no matter if he's like, I don't punch to the target, I punch through the target. He really does punch like that. So it's not a stretch, it's not a reach. The stuff Tyson Fury is saying, oh, I've strengthened me jaw and dipped my hand in gasoline to strengthen my punches and all this type of stuff, it don't sound believable. You know, I whooped him and he was hurt badly multiple times. When was this? Bro, I can't, me personally, I cannot rock with somebody who's inconsistent like this. Like, he's not being realistic, in my opinion. Wilder is saying his piece, but it said, like, he's like, man, I seen the shots coming, but I just couldn't get some of them off. And, you know, I don't know if I was thinking about the pay-per-view or the excitement. I'm on the site and fight. Like, he's not just, when people make themselves sound like Superman in every situation, I can't believe you, because that's not life. Like, for me, on my channel, I've taken many L's since having this YouTube channel. You know what I mean? I don't try to glorify it, but I've taken L's. So if I told you that this road to YouTube stardom and getting my channel boosted was nothing but wins, that's not life. That's not realistic. So if you, the ability, it's not the ability to never lose. It's the ability to hold an L and grow from it so you don't take that same L. That's what life is about. If you try to tell me that you've never taken an L in no form or fashion, you never had your heart broken, you've never lost a street fight, you got straight A's, you know, you never had any family drama, you know, that don't sound believable, because that's not life. It's not about you can never lose. It's the fact of you have to have more wins than losses, and when you do lose, you learn from it. A L is just a lesson. A loss ain't a loss, it's a lesson, you know? So it's how you take the L and how you bounce back from it. Tyson Fury making himself sound like he was just RoboCop that night. Like he did everything perfect and Wilder can't grow. Wilder can't. That's not believable. That's not believable. And I get it. It's skullduggery. You don't want to give anybody any type of leverage, but what he's saying is not believable. He literally said that Wilder, his punching power is decent. And then he started saying, oh, but Klitschko can hit and anybody in the heavyweight. These are generic, casual-ass answers, bro. Wilder is hitting harder than Klitschko. You know, and he's like, oh, it's not so much the power, it's his speed. Man, fuck all that. Wilder is hitting harder than Klitschko. Richard Hightower from the UK sparred with Tyson Fury, sparred with AJ, sparred with Vladimir Klitschko and Vitaly Klitschko and Wilder, and he said it. I know people who have sparred with Klitschko, with Luis Ortiz, Povetkin, AJ, and Wilder. They said Wilder's hitting harder. So I don't believe Tyson Fury. I don't, like, it's just cliche bullshit. Oh, at this level, he don't want to give Wilder nothing. But it's okay. That's why I don't believe him. It's okay to get, Wilder hits like a motherfucker. This sounds like casual fans. This is what casual fans do. When you can't just give somebody credit, then I don't trust you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like saying, oh, ego, nah, I mean, that motherfucker ain't tall. Bro, I'm taller than the average person. So if you can't just, you hate me or hate on me so bad, you can't just say, oh, ego's tall. You know what I'm saying? You're like, man, this Shaq way taller. Man, y'all mean taller. Yeah, there's people that's taller than me, but you can't say I'm short. You feel what I'm saying? So I do not trust nobody like that. If you can't take something that's so obvious, so flagrant, and just give it its full and proper like cosign, then you're hiding something. You can't just fix your lips and say Wilder hits like a motherfucker, but I'm not worried about it because I'm not planning on getting hit, or I'm much better. Like, you could give him that and just say, yeah, but watch what I have in store. I'm not getting hit with no silly shit. I can respect it. But when you start saying that Wilder and Klitschko hit the same and everybody at the heavyweight division miss me with that. Because Manuel Char is not hitting like fucking Wilder. Period. You know? A lot of these dudes at heavyweight is not hitting like Wilder, and that's apparent from their fucking fights. So if you can't even fix your lips to just be honest with that, I don't trust you. Smash the like button. He also, the other thing he said that was way off the mark, shout out to my man Buddy Lee Sr. We got a new channel member. I appreciate you. He said that everybody in the heavyweight, that's just cliche answers. Oh, everybody in the heavyweight can hit. Yeah, but then there's severities to it. Like, that's like everybody in the NBA can play ball. Everybody can ball. How did it get to the NBA? But then there's LeBron James. Then there's Kobe Bryant. We talk about different shit. So yeah, I'm sure everybody in the league can hoop, but you know that Kobe Bryant ain't no regular just NBA dude. His competitive streak, his willpower, his grind, his work ethic is next level. You see what I'm saying? I can't trust you on that because you can't tell me, you can't fix your lips up to say that LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Jordan, etc. are clearly a cut above. Like, you know, they excel. You're like, oh, everybody in the league can hoop. Man, I'm not impressed with LeBron or Kobe. Everybody can hoop at this level. Man, come on, miss me with that. Because there's people, yeah, you got to this point, but then there's people who get to that point and then get further and, like, you know, they just do more than everyone. Like Michael Jackson, one of my favorite, you know, entertainer, he ain't no regular singer, bro. He ain't just no, oh, anybody can have a hit album. No, this motherfucker had a hit album, 8-minute music videos, you know, different level of vocal range. Like, we talk about different shit. Dance routine, you know, he's different. But you making it sound like, oh, everybody at heavyweight could hit. Then he said that Wilder wasn't me toughest fight. Steve Cunningham isn't. So the fight where you stopped a guy who was a cruiserweight was your toughest fight. Steve Cunningham dropped him. His eyes were open, and he got clipped, right? And he got dropped once in that fight. Wilder dropped you twice, and knocked you unconscious, which you admit but Steve Cunningham was your toughest fight. Man, people don't want to give credit. I don't trust you. Because you're not being real with yourself to me. Steve Cunningham dropped you once. Wilder, you outboxed him, but then the inevitable happened, and he landed them fucking shots, and he dropped you hard in the 9th round, and then he put your lights out in the 12th, but Cunningham was your toughest fight. I don't trust anybody who's not going to be realistic with themselves. You can, listen, you could lie to me, you could lie to Eagles Army, but if you lie to yourself, then I really can't trust you, because you don't even trust yourself. You lying to yourself. You know what I mean? But this is a mechanism people do. Like, let's say you had a good girl and she break up with your dumb ass because you cheated on her or some shit. And you had a good girl, you really took an L because she was down for you. She had a body. She was fine. You know, she was intelligent. She understood you. She helped you through hard times. You let that get away being stupid. And then your friend's like, man, how you let that get away? You're like, man, fuck that bitch. I ain't worried about it. You lying to yourself. You let a good one get away. It's okay. It's okay to be a man and be like, I fucked up. You might not never get the girl back, but at least be real with yourself. You made a dumbass mistake and you took someone who was loyal to you and you let that get away. You holding the L. People don't want to hold that L, bro. You're right. It's levels to this. Facts. Shout out to my man, A Wavy. There's levels to it. So if a dude knows he let a good one get away, but he won't admit it, he just like, oh no, I don't care, man. There's plenty fish in the sea, but not plenty fish that's gonna do what that girl did for you. So if you can't keep it real with yourself in that demeanor, then I don't trust what you're saying. Period. There's no way Steve Cunningham was a tougher fight than the motherfucker who knocked you down an additional time and had you unconscious to the point where it's a discretional thing with Jack Reese and the long count that kept you even in the fight. Literally, he keeps, like, people keep going to this thing about Wilder was losing. Who cares? That's what you feel. Tyson Fury was outboxing him, great. But if he was doing such a masterclass great job of boxing, why did he get dropped twice? When you seen that happen to Floyd? When Floyd pulled away from your stupid ass, he pull out the garage and drive down the street. He don't just car stall out in the garage. That's what happened to Tyson Fury. So who cares if you're getting outboxed? You couldn't sustain that, and Wilder found something twice late when it counted. That's the reality of it. So you can't have this remissed as that was an easy fight for me. He said Wilder was one of my easiest fights. This is what he said. He said Wilder was literally one of my easiest fights. All right, bro. So just because you were outboxing him, it was one of your easiest fights until, and he literally said something like, until the 2 knockdowns. He said remove the 2 knockdowns. He said it was one of my easiest fights except for the 2 knockdowns. You can't just take out the 2 knockdowns and say it was one of your easiest fights. You have to include what happened during those 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just omit facts out of your, like, if you slept with a prostitute and got an STD, you can't be like, man, the sex was great, but I got herpes. Like, then the sex wasn't great, bro. What are you talking about? You can't exclude the fact that she burned you and gave you herpes, you know, and then act like the sex was great. Man, I had a good time. The sex was great, minus these bumps. Bro, you got fucking herpes. That shit ain't going nowhere. What the fuck? You talking, man, I had a good ass time last night. That sex was great. I felt like Tony the Tiger. They're great. And then you burning, and you found out you got the herp, you got that bump. You know what I'm saying? You Willie Lump out here talk about the sex was great minus the herpes she gave. Man, get the fuck up out of here, bro. Hey, I don't know where y'all from. I don't give a fuck where you niggas from. I'm on my Nipsey shit. Man, it's Cali all day. I don't care what y'all talking about. I'm the king of analogies. Fuck what all y'all talking about. That don't work. You don't, oh, sex was great. I had a good time, man. She was a brick house. Minus them herpes. Nah, ain't no minus them herpes. You can't, she burned you, bro. She did you like a convection oven. She burned your stupid ass. She hit you with that Ursher. You gotta let it burn. When you say that you love, it don't even. Bro, she hit you with that Ursher Raymond. You talk about the sex was good minus this part. No, ain't no minus to it. You burn me, I'm gonna be in prison. What? The fuck is you talking about, man? Anyway, it was one of my easiest fights, minus the fact that he put me in a coma. Like, nah. Ain't no, it was an easy fight minus the fact that I'm unconscious. That sounds foolish. Minus the fact that he knocked you out. Okay, I'm just supposed to omit that whole segment, man. It wasn't an easy fight then, because if it was an easy fight, you would have did that in rounds 9 and 12 as well. But that's what I'm saying. People want to look at the fight and just take out 2 rounds and say, oh, yeah, Tyson Fury blew him away. No, he didn't. Because you have to include what happened in them 12 rounds. Salute Ego New Media to balance the scales. Facts. Thank you. Yeah, y'all got to pay me. This shit ain't free. Yeah, you can't just select and pick and choose aspects you want. I mean, because if that's the case, then damn, R. Kelly's, he's one of the greatest R&B singers ever. You know, he's a good dude because he did a lot for the game. Oh, minus them kids, minus them minors. You can't just minus them minors. Bro, you have to factor that into, you can't say he's a great role model, minus them kids. You know, R. Kelly, he's a great role model and an inspiration, minus them kids. There ain't no minus them kids, bro. You was with a minor. You ain't no minus to it. You have to include, don't judge me. See, come on, bro. Like if my life was a book, judge me by the entire book, the acknowledgments, the table of contents, the first chapter to the last chapter. Don't pick a chapter out of my life, chapter 4, and say, oh, ego a fuck up. Yeah, I did fuck up in chapter 4, but I'm back now. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to judge the whole book. And the whole book is Tyson Fury was unconscious and he got dropped. So it ain't it was one of me easiest fights. Steve Cunningham was really, bro, he don't want to give Wilder no props. I can't trust it. Because it don't sound realistic. Shout out to Errol Spence. Man now. Errol Spence, after he fought Sean Porter, at the post-fight press conference, they like, did you underestimate him? And he's like, nah, I didn't really underestimate him. They're like, was he better than you expected? He's like, yeah, he was a lot better than I expected, man down. You know, I could dig that. I could respect it because he basically gave Sean Porter his props saying, I won the fight, but he was better than I anticipated. You know, he could do more things right that I didn't think he could do. And he put me in a tough fight. There's no shame in that. It's a gentleman's sport. So you can't tell me that Wilder knocked your toupee off. You know what I'm saying? If you can't admit that, then and we all watched it. Bro, the highlight of this whole fight is Wilder's 12th round. And Tyson, even on ESPN, that's not even Wilder's network. ESPN, every time they showed Fury clips, they show him getting hit and then punched on the way down, falling in slow motion and all types of shit. But Tyson Fury talking about it was one of me easiest fights and want us to overlook it. Bro, that is a highlight reel. I'm not overlooking that. You talking about Steve Cunningham. Shout out to him. He followed me on Twitter. That's my dude. Shout out to him. But, I mean, you saying that's his toughest fight. I don't believe you. You need more people. So that's just my 2 cents, my opinion on the matter. But ultimately, I don't care. Fury's going to be Fury. But listen, old media, they horrible, bro. You see people keep coming in and asking multiple questions all in the video. And people, it's like Tyson Fury, he said he don't care about his legacy. It's like Dan Rayfield got mad. ESPN got mad at that. What do you mean you don't care about your legacy? If he don't care, he don't care. You ain't going to force him, especially a guy like Tyson Fury. If he said that's what he said, that's how he feel, you know, or at least for the moment, because he does do some bipolar thing. It's like Rayfield got angry that, you know, Fury didn't agree with his question or whatever. Oh well, he don't care about his legacy. Let the man live. But you notice the little old media tricks when they ask Tyson Fury these little questions and shit. They always have to interject. See, this is not great journalism. They constantly interject their personal feelings or coach the question. You preface the question. Like they're like, hey, Tyson Fury, in the first fight with Wilder, a lot of people thought you won. Man, cut that shit out. Let him have an organic, original answer based on just the question. But you notice old media do all this pussy shit to preface the question and kind of coach the fighters that they want through it. Oh, a lot of people thought you won. Like, why you say that, bro? I didn't think the motherfucker won. So who's this lot of people, bro? Man, some casuals in the UK or ain't no fucking a lot of people. Go to that. They just posted the full fight. A lot of people were saying Wilder won. They said, hey, I watched this again. Wilder won. You know, or hey, it's a long count. So how you gonna just preface a question like a lot of people thought you won, and then somebody else says something about, oh yeah, isn't it a risk that you're kind of fighting his game plan, looking for the knockout when you can easily beat him for 12 rounds? Bro, man, come on, bro. New media. How you know he could beat him for 12 rounds when he couldn't successfully come out unscathed 12 rounds with Wilder the first time? Bro, they put their emotions and feelings in this shit. It's crazy. Just ask them the question. Hey, blah, blah, blah. You know, they always want to add little stuff to pad the question. Softball question, make them feel comfortable and shit. Hey, you know, I don't want to make you mad. A lot of people thought you won. Man, fuck all that. If I talk to Tyson Fury, I'm not going to say a lot of people thought you won because it was a mixed bag at best. Some people thought he won. Some people thought he lost. Some people thought it was a long count. Some people thought, you know, allegedly 10 rounds to 2. So I'm not going to preface no stupid shit like that. Yeah, a lot of people thought you won, so what are you thrilled? Blah, blah, blah. Man, get out of here. Pack of bums. Old media, pack of bums, bro. That's what I'm saying. L Flowers, he said, old media low-key telling Fury to run. I'm not dumb. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's what they're trying to do. They were trying to get Wilder's game plan and strategy. They trying to basically tell Fury, hey, you know, this black guy, you don't want to really look for the knockout, do you? You know these blacks, they eat fried chicken. You know, they eat the chicken skin. They don't do boneless, skinless. These blacks like the seasoned chicken skin. You don't really want to trade with that, do you? You know, I know you're probably eating some lean fish and boneless, skinless, but these blacks, they're eating their collard greens. You know, they got a lot of vitamin K. You don't really want to knock them out in 2 rounds, do you? Huh? Do you? You know, he's eating ham hocks and you're eating. Yo, stop! I keep seeing you in the background. He's eating his ham hocks and you're eating cottage cheese and pineapples. You don't want to just box him. Just box, bud. Just eat some Greek yogurt with granola. These monkeys are eating hot links. Water gets kind of spicy. Eating a hot link, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Hot links and all this shit, bro. They use Sweet Baby Ray's. Like Sweet Baby Ray. Man, fuck all y'all. I really can't stand y'all. All y'all racist motherfuckers. Sweet Baby Ray's power. You know, he's eating. He's eating chitterlings. Like, what the fuck are chitterlings, bro? Get the fuck out of here, bro. He's eating his chitterlings. You know, he's probably strong. He's from Alabama. Eating his chitlins, motherfucker. You stupid fuck. Chitlin. Eating his chitterlings. You know? All these guys do is play video games, watch basketball, and eat chitterlings. And fried bologna. You really want to trade with him? He drinks the grease out of the skillet. You want to trade with that guy? Or should you box? You should box him a little. Just box, you know, like Amazon Prime. Box. Man, shut the fuck up. Old media spooked in the motherfucker. They be trying to give pointers and shit. You ain't the fucking coach. They be trying to, yeah. You're not gonna, yeah, hog balls, yeah. I like pig feet. Every time I'm in the kitchen, you're in the kitchen. Eating up all the food. Like, shut your old Pops Witherspoon ass the fuck up. Y'all ain't shit. Yeah, they use slap your mama hot sauce and seasoning. You shouldn't trust Wilder, you know? He has bomb in his name. He might blow up. You know, these blacks like to blow up and hit their girlfriends. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're abusive. DVs. Domestic violence. I'm like, bro, all right, whatever. You know, Wilder can dunk, you know. You shouldn't shouldn't go heads up with him. When he can dunk, he could posterize you. Man, what? Man, fuck all this. Listen, this shit don't sound real. We gonna see though. Great fight. I can't wait. February 22nd. Y'all full of shit. Yeah, Wilder, you know, he's been eating his red beans and rice. Red beans and rice with crystal hot sauce. You should just try to box him. Jab, jab, box. Make it boring. Bro, when you're a white fighter, they'll tell you to make it boring. If you in there with a fucking ruthless slugger, ruthless records, Eazy-E, you know what I'm saying, like Wilder, they encourage you to fight smart. But if you a nigga, they tell you don't fight smart. You're a runner. Man, get these motherfuckers out of here, bro. For real. I'm from the Bay. You feel me, bro. You see how they do it, bro? They be trying to reach one, teach one and shit. If you black, they be, when the black fighter is the skilled, you know, slick guy, look at this monkey running. That's all you do is run. Because there's an aggressive Mexican or Puerto Rican or whoever the fuck in Russian. They want you to just sit in the pocket and bang with different motherfuckers. And if you don't, look at this goddamn runner. This shit is boring. I'm gonna go get the TV guide and watch something else. You know what I'm saying? But then when Wilder is the fucking manic puncher, then they give you tips and tell you how you should not try to slug it out with him and give him best advice. Man, get these motherfuckers out of here, bro. It's the same shit. Wilder's the ruthless, you know, like if we look at the quote unquote Mexican style or like you look at the aggressive Russians, Wilder is like that. That's how he's fighting. He's fighting to knock your block off like Tetris. Dr. Mario, yo shit. You know, and he's trying to do that. And then now they tell the other person, the non-black fighter, that he should be smart and be cautious and pick your spots and shit. Why don't y'all say that to Floyd? Because he gonna pick his spots and pick your dumb ass the fuck off. You say he should engage. Bro, it's the same story. It's the same story. This is what they do. This is what they do to black fighters. It didn't get mad. Like when Errol Spence, he's the aggressor in a lot of these fights. He's the guy with the threatening puncher you got to watch out for. Then Mikey, come on, just box him. Box him, Mikey. Nah, fight toe-to-toe. Fuck that. Fuck what y'all talking about. Fight toe-to-toe, you know, Rocky IV style. I want to see Roman Gladiator. Go heads up with Errol. Never back down like the movie. See? You see what I'm saying, bro? Listen, if Tyson Fury want to box or if he want to trade with Wilder, I trade with him. I want to see that. Trade like baseball cards. I want to see this. Do like Iguodala and trade. Yeah. Bars. I can't wait. Yeah, trade. Slug it out. Give me whether. See, this is the thing. I'm so about what I say. I'm ready to back up every word I'm saying. I'm the new Muhammad Ali. I'm Ego Ali. I'm ready to back up every word I'm saying. Listen, I don't care. Whatever happens is gonna be what it's gonna be. So make it entertaining for me. I want to get my money's worth. So yeah, if you want to trade, yeah, let's see that. That's good. If you could beat Wilder from trading, I'll give you all the props in the world. But old media don't be about it like me. See, they think I want to see Charlo and whatever fight because I want Canelo to lose or, you know, stupid shit, bro. I'm trying to see some action. I want to see the action. I want to see the best fights, the good fights. You know, not every fight's gonna be the best versus the best, but you know, you could get there. You know, have a tune-up style fight, have a better fight, then have a big fight, then you know, take it back a notch. Let's get it. 2020. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Haters can't relate. Smash the like button. So, yeah, man. Tyson Fury, a lot of what he's saying, it doesn't resonate with me because it doesn't sound realistic. Like, really, Steve Cunningham was a tougher fight than Wilder? Really? Like, no disrespect to Cunningham. He did his thing. But one guy put you out of it where you were hurt. Like, they're riding off into the sunset based on, only do they do this to non-black fighters, oftentimes white fighters, Caucasian fighters, Caucasoid, complexion for the protection, where they'll give you all this credit for getting up and fight. He's a fighter. Tyson Fury's a fighter. I'd expect nothing less. If you can get up, but you get more credit for outboxing than the person who sledgehammered your shit. I don't get it. And the other thing that sounds insane to me is they're saying that Wilder can't improve. What? How can't he improve, bro? He's been improving. The Dominic Brazil, the Luis Ortiz. He can definitely improve. And the thing is that's going to be worse for Tyson Fury, a point. But wait, there's more. If y'all want to hear this point from the God, Stream King, smash the like button. Listen, if y'all want to hear this, smash the like button and can I get a hell yeah? This is a point that I don't really hear people addressing. If y'all want to hear this point, can I get a hell yeah? And y'all got to smash that like button. It's that simple. We just working. Bro, it don't matter what Floyd was doing in the fight. If he got dropped and knocked unconscious and then got up and, finished the round, they'll say he lost. Because there's fights where none of that happened that were closer than you expected, and they still said he lost. Like Maidana and Castillo. He didn't even get dropped in them fights. They still said the motherfucker lost. See how they do, black fighters? You still lost. Even though you didn't get dropped. Tyson Fury on his back twice and unconscious, eyes rolling in the back of his head, he somehow won. Sometimes, and then when you fight Canelo or something, you gotta really beat the champ. You gotta do more to beat the champ. Okay, so Tyson Fury with the lineal bullshit, he didn't have to do more to beat the champ. He could just have his eyes rolling in the back of his head, get dropped twice when at the worst part, late in the fight. The lasting memory, and then he took the belt off the champion. Come on, bro. What was I supposed to be telling y'all? I got so many thoughts, bro. Man, what was I saying? Somebody jogged my memory because I started going off on a tangent on something else. A judge had Canelo beating, CJ Ross, dumbass. That's why she had to retire. Get your ass about my sport. What was I saying? Like, what was the last thing I was saying before that? The hell yeah part. Fuck. I really had something to say. Breaking news, Caleb Smith just turned down the fight with Canelo on ESPN. No, it was before the Floyd not getting dropped. Bro, that's crazy. I don't know who he's going to fight then. He must not, something about it he didn't like, rehydration clause or something. Bro, why am I hearing Caleb Smith turn down the fight with Canelo? Bro, he probably tried to attack. The dude is 6'4". If Canelo has some bullshit to the contract, like, oh yeah, you can only eat fucking Gerber baby food after the weigh-in, the motherfucker was probably like, nah. Mikey Garcia said he had an off night with Errol Spence. Yeah, he was off. It was off all right. Motherfucker, real off. But what happened to the man? Come on, I don't even like talking about it. All these excuses and shit, bro. What about the Kangaroo Jack flexing with Snack and shit? Yeah, you prepared yourself. How did you have an off night on that given night? Bro, Canelo with them stipulations. He probably said, oh yeah, you have to rehydrate to a fucking featherweight or you ain't fighting me. You gotta lose more weight. You gotta go down to 126 by Saturday. Anyway. Yeah, man, Tyson Fury, he says a lot of stuff that it just doesn't sound realistic. You know what? Hold on, I gotta pee so bad. Bro, that was almost one of my worst moments of live streaming history. So I'm about to get off anyway because I gotta run. But I was gonna finish my thoughts, and then I was like, man, I gotta pee. And I was like, you know what, thug life. I'm gonna keep doing the stream, bring it to a close, and I'll pee after. I almost pissed my pants, bro. I've been drinking hella water. I almost wet the bed. That would have been ugly. Old media would have something to say. Yeah, motherfucker, ego pissed his pants on the live stream. Everybody's peeing their pants. It's the coolest. Bro, I almost literally wet my shit. That would have been ugly. Yeah, what up, Fight World? Oh, shit. Nah, I literally almost pissed on myself. Like, normally, it don't get that crucial when you have to pee. Like, I'm not a girl. Or I can't hold it. But, bro, I drank too much water, bro. I had to get up out of there. This shit, bro. I was about to. This would be the pissy ego stream. I literally almost pissed on myself. I'm pissed off now. No, that shit was crazy. Anyway, yeah, Fury, he's just saying too much, man. He's like, it don't sound realistic. Oh wow, Adrian with the bars. He said, "Old media go be like Pigo." Hey, why you do me like that, bro? He said, "Boxing Pigo." Hey, that's fucked up. Adrian, you didn't have to come with the bars though. That's funny. See, why are my shooters and channel members way funnier than the people that try to actually roast me? These other dudes that be trying to roast me from old media, that shit don't be funny. Adrian, that was funny. Old media dudes be, oh, fuck. Look at your fake beard. All right, bro. Yeah, this shit's fake. It's fake beard and this Beijing. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, Tyson Fury, what he's saying don't sound realistic. Steve Cunningham, for real blood, that was your toughest fight. Tyson Fury dad has to stop. Man, that's what I'm saying. It runs in the family. Here's what I was going to say. I finally remember it. All right. They keep saying John Fury and Tyson Fury and Blind Fury, all these motherfuckers, bro. They keep saying that Wilder can't improve. What are we talking about? Wilder was gunning his shots and looking for the knockout, so he can't slow up a touch. And that's the thing is people don't understand is Wilder, all he has to do is slow up his work. Like, they're making it sound like, I don't know, man. I just feel like Wilder, all he has to do is like get more creative with how he's delivering and stop rushing it. I don't understand how that's out of the question. Like and then to me it's they lying to themselves. The Furies, they said something to the fact that Wilder fought the best fight he can fight. Where? How did Wilder fight? They said the best Wilder showed up. But that didn't look like the best Wilder. I seen Wilder more on point, like how he fought Stavern in the second fight or even the first fight. So how is that the best Wilder? Bro, it doesn't even sound realistic what they're saying. Oh, we seen the best Wilder. No, I think we seen the best Fury. I don't think Fury made so many crucial, crazy mistakes. He still got caught. So imagine Wilder fine-tuning his approach and finding those little marginal changes he can make. It's going to be a different fight. But I think, like, Fury, I don't think they believe what they're saying. I don't think they believe what they're saying, because if you look at it, Fury did everything he can do to stay away from Wilder, and he is having success in the middle rounds. But his shit was not like the Klitschko fight, because Fury was able to, with Klitschko, he was able to maintain that for 12 rounds. They keep selling Wilder short, and it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing to me. And they talking about Wilder fought the best. We fought the best Wilder. No, you didn't. Wilder looks better in his last two fights than he looked with Fury. You have to understand, Wilder started boxing late, so he's a late bloomer. So his learning curve, he's a fast learner, but he has to learn on the job to a degree, because he don't have 250 amateur fights like, you know, Tank Davis or Lomachenko 400 fights and all that. So he's learning on the job. Now you giving the man another crack at it? Okay. Slow it down. I just dissed you. Oh my gosh. I said Wilder's learning on the job, so you giving him another crack at it? Another crack at it? Crack addict? Tyson Fury? Crack? Oh my gosh. Bars. They are not fucking with me, bro. The bars is over your head. Bro, y'all not fucking with my bars. I told y'all. I said Wilder's learning on the job, and now you're giving him another crack addict, crack at it. Oh my gosh. When will it stop? The bars is too tough, but get off my nuts. Anyway, you giving Wilder another crack at it. I see it being a different fight. Oh yeah, that's a Don DeMarco. No, fuck that. You right. Bro, I told you the bars is too tough. Bro, y'all not fucking with me, bro. And this light work. This ain't no rehearsed scripted shit. I just thought of it right now. I said Wilder learning on the job, and now you giving him another crack at it. Crack at it. Slow it down. I just dissed you. Bars. The bars is heavy. It's heavy. We like Hurricane Katrina, about to break these levees. Man, get British Bean the fuck up out of here when I'm spitting bars. We don't care about the little KB Toy Store bullshit y'all on. Get him out of here. Block him. Yeah, British Bean. Get your Mr. Bean ass the fuck up out of here. Rowan Atkinson. Bro, block this idiot. What y'all? Okay, we ain't got no shooters. Block this dude. Man, fuck what they talking about. Listen, y'all, I know somebody, when they hate donate, somebody got to donate. I'll get them. Hold on. Bro, I said Wilder learning on the job, and you giving them another crack addict. Crack addict? These bars is heavy, bro. Man, stop moving the chat. Hold on, I almost blocked friendly fire. Hold on. Hey, don't nobody type nothing. Hold on. I gotta block this fool. Bow, rock-a-bye, baby. I think I got him. Bro, he still didn't get blocked. Oh, I'm about to say. When they hate donate, somebody owe me. Owe me like you know me. Anyway, yeah, of course I shot him. Who shot you? Separate the weak from the obsolete. Hard to creep them Brooklyn streets. Yeah. That money still come in. They can hate all they want. We the army, baby. Shout out to Mr. Riviera. He said bars over your head like a condom. Pause. Here's the donation. They hate, we donate. Shout out to Mr. Riviera. We working. Bro, he's back again. I love you, Ego. That's what's up. You getting blocked. Bro, I don't need no more love. I get all the love in the world. When they hate, donate. So anyway, Tyson Fury, I don't believe what he's saying, bro. You know, when they hate, donate. Look at my man, Sean Jones. Clapped him. When they hate, donate. See, I don't know why they even try to play a game they won't win. Quit playing these childish games for grown men. Yeah, Wilder, I don't think that we've seen the best Wilder. I think he learns on the job and he's a quick learner. So him going through that, him having his first pay-per-view, he had to get that monkey off his back. And now, you know, I think it's going to be a different fight. And like just how the whole fight played out. Wilder's used to sleeping dudes, so he thought it was over in the 12th round. Adrenaline leaves your body, stuff like that. So now, knowing that Fury rose from the dead, it's almost forced him to get creative and, you know, be respectful and come out creatively on trying to get the finish. He might even sleep him and he don't get back up. Anyway, here's another thing people aren't analyzing. Fury has never fought anybody like Wilder since Wilder. He didn't fight even the Oscar Rivas. He got some cracks. He didn't fight nobody like Daniel Dubois. He didn't fight nobody. Nobody with the experience of Wilder, who's been in the ring in the Banos type power that Wilder brings. I am inevitable. He ain't fought nobody like that. So you don't know Tyson Fury's ability to take a shot. We really don't know what his punch resistance is. Wilder fights guys historically. Tell me if I'm wrong. Wilder historically fights guys and they are not the same after the fight. Name somebody that fought Wilder and they went on to do better in their career. The money this is disgusting. Joshua Ellis, the money keep coming in. I promise you, 2020, baby, I'm feeling great. AJ the woke, I hate when you say that. That sounds hella funny. Is praying to Allah, Buddha, Jesus, and whoever else. He knows that boy from Bama is coming to see him. Love your work, ego, # we working. Joshua Ellis with the $10. Oh my gosh. Somebody matched that. This is everything personified. He hit me with that Sunny Delight bottle. That $10 super chat. We working. Listen. Answer this fucking question. Name somebody that Wilder has fought, and they look the same after he fought them. Bro, not Otto Violin. Let's really, this is off the top of the dome. Somebody say when. Smash the like button. Say when. I'll do this off the top of my dome. Say when. I promise you I got this. They not fucking with me. Smash the like button. Say when, and I'll do this off the top of my dome. No Wikipedia, no Google, no Siri, no Alexa, off the top of my... Say when. All right, look. Wilder fought Bermane Stiverne first fight. Stiverne, that fight was in January. Stiverne fought he didn't have no fights in between. He lost that fight, hurt in the first round. Fought in December against Derek Rossi. Derek Rossi dropped him. Derek Rossi, some people are like, who the fuck is that? He's not even a big name in the division like that. Still dropped Stiverne. And then we know Stiverne went on to rematch Wilder, didn't even throw punches, got knocked out in the first round. Then he later lost to Joe Joyce. That's one person. Since he's fought Wilder, Stiverne has not looked the same. Stiverne looked nice versus Chris Arreola in both of those fights. But after he fought Wilder, he has not looked the same. That's one person. Let's look at Eric Molina. Eric Molina lost to Wilder. Then he lost to Anthony Joshua. Then he lost to Dominic Brazil. And then he lost to Filip Ergovic. He has not went on to do better. Johan Duhaupas. Wilder knocks him out. Guess what? Then Alexander Povetkin knocks him out. Ain't been the same since. Spilka had a loss to Bryant Jennings, but it was the Wilder fight where he was knocked out unconscious. Jennings knocked him out. That's my dude. Shout out to BY from Philly. But Jennings knocked him out in the 12th round. Wilder knocked him out before the 12th round and more brutally. Spilka lost at cruiserweight and heavyweight. Recently lost to Derek Chisora. Bro, he's been getting tore up. He got stopped bad at maybe at cruiserweight, maybe at heavyweight. I forgot. He been stopped a couple times bad. Like the Chisora fight was bad, like to stop it. But that's all after the Wilder fight, right? Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz did good, never fought anyone as good as Wilder in between the Wilder fight. Then he fought Wilder, came back correct, and then he faced that power again. Boom, got knocked out. Name somebody who's thrived since fucking Wilder, bro. Name one fighter. Like, you know how Mayweather has a great win over Canelo, and then Canelo was so young, he was able to work on some things and bounce back. Name someone who's had a budding career after fighting Wilder. Name one person. And since Wilder's been a champion pretty much around that time. Name one fighter that had a budding career. Fury never fought nobody like Wilder since Wilder. Bro, I can't think of one person. Who else did Wilder fight? Dominic Brazil. Bro, I don't even know. He ain't never come back since the Wilder fight. Brazil just disappeared. So we don't know what he gonna look like anymore. But after Brazil lost to AJ, he started having some good wins. And then Wilder slept and we ain't heard from him since. We literally don't know where Brazil's been. Name somebody who's thrived. It's gotten quiet for Luis Ortiz too, because everyone's ducking him, but nobody know. He had such a tough fight. He just chilling with his family and shit. Name one fighter that Wilder's fought and they went on to impress you against good level opposition. Like that, not just fight run of the mill dudes. Gerald Washington, that's my dude. Shout out to Vallejo, but he ended up losing to Gerald Miller after that. I'm telling you, Wilder is a soul snatcher, bro. He puts mileage on your fucking career. Shout out to my man, Mr. 704. 704. Man, Fury's still showing concussion symptoms. Big up, Ego. Shout out to you. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. I can't think of one fighter that has really thrived since Wilder. After fighting him. Another UK fuck, Anthony Barnes. That just sounds like a UK name. True, but the thing is, Tyson learns and adapts. I've watched him since he came into Kronk back in the day, and he just develops. Okay, well, he's going to develop, all right, on Saturday. I don't know. I have to see he has to show me. Beat Wilder. Show me that. If he wins, like, bro, I give credit where credit's due, but I think people are sleeping on Wilder. Listen, I want Wilder to be a massive underdog so I can bet some money. I want Wilder to keep being the underdog. So please, listen, there ain't nothing to talk about. The fights are coming. 10 rounds or 2. Fury's the master adjuster and adapter. That's great. Bet money on Fury. Bet all your money. Bet your bottom dollar. Bet your kids' tuition on Tyson Fury. So the odds are heavily stacked against Wilder, and I could put some money up. But a lot of y'all is too pussy to actually go forth with what you're saying. So you like to do some internet shit and just talk about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's cool. Fury's a good fighter. Bet racks on him. Got racks on rack. Bet all of it. So I'm going to have my little funky ass wager on Wilder, and then he's going to be a massive underdog. Yeah, bet your kids' tuition. Fuck them kids. He say you believe what you say. Bet all your shit. Pawn your wife's wedding ring and put some money up. So you're gonna make it easier for me because I don't even do sports bets, but make Wilder a massive underdog. I want that. Make him the whatever the fuck 100-1 underdog, 10 rounds to 2 underdog. All that bullshit y'all talking about. I can't wait for that. Yeah, 10 rounds to 2. Make it 12 rounds to 0. Second round knockout for Tyson Fury. Bet all this shit. I can't wait. Because this is going to make the odds better for me. Get to Vegas and I'm going to have all the odds in my favor. So just be what you say you are. Bet all this money on Tyson Fury. I want that. But like I said, these dudes is pussy, so they're gonna say it and then not really do it. So when I get to the sports bet, Wilder might fuck around and be the favorite because they don't believe it. Bro, new media, we stand for something. I believe everything I'm telling you. I believe. I could be proven wrong. That happens, it's happened before, and it won't stop. But I'm not saying shit. I don't say shit for shits and giggles and all that. Bet everything on Tyson Fury. Put your house up. I don't care. Pink slip to your car. You got a Dodge Charger, Challenger. Bet that pink slip up. Fast and the Furious. Pockets ain't empty, cuz. Yeah, pockets ain't empty, cuz. Bet all that on Tyson Fury. Y'all believe all this stuff. He got the best cut, man. He got Emmanuel Stewart nephew. Good. Make Wilder the 4,000. What's Cassidy's battle rap record? 5,002-0. I want the odds to look like that. 5,002-1, and have Wilder the underdog. I see Wilder winning this, bro. And like I said, I could possibly understand the Fury argument. I really don't, but I'd be more inclined to believe it if he was saying stuff that I believe. But when you tell me Steve Cunningham was much more difficult than Wilder and all this, whatever, I don't believe it. Everybody can punch at the heavyweight. No, not everyone. Everyone can punch, but not everyone is an elite level puncher like Wilder. I don't believe it. You're not going to convince me that everybody is made the same as LeBron James and Kobe in the league. I don't believe it. Those guys are anomalies. Wilder is an anomaly when it comes to punching. So if you can't even admit that, then can't really trust you. Anyway, that's my time. Hope you guys enjoyed the media call. I might do another stream. I got to run a couple errands. Holla at the boy. Shout out to the Super Chat. Shout out to the channel members. Use my ESPN Plus link. Get the ESPN Plus Disney Plus bundle with Hulu, $12.99. One price per month, $12.99. All three apps, all three services. I have all three. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts and fight predictions. Enjoy the media call. I promise you, I feel good. I feel great. We just working, and the haters can't relate. One.